My people is here to do another boxing analysis. This analysis is between Canelo Alvarez versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Now, with a matchup like this, the main things you'll be thinking about is what can Canelo do that's effective to win, and what can Julio Cesar Chavez do on this Cinco de Mayo weekend. Just a little brief history of it all, because I haven't been back in a while. I like to break down the history of everything. This is representative of the Battle of Puebla. The Battle of Puebla, it was between the indigenous forces and the French. The indigenous people of Mexico beat the French people, who were the top forces at that time. And both Canelo and Chavez are going to represent that strength of Mexico when they get in the ring tonight. I cannot wait. I wish I was there. I should have, got some tickets, but shoulda, woulda, coulda. Off to the fight. Break down the numbers. You got Canelo, 50 total fights now. It's coming up. It'll be 50th this fight. 48 wins, 1 loss, and we know who that's to Mayweather. And you got Julio Cesar Chavez. His record is just amazing as well. He's, fought a lot of fights in Mexico, been on the big stage a couple times, beat Andy Lee. I know he has over 50 fights. I don't know the exact number. I think he's got 52 wins, somewhere around there. But anyways, this is a big fight because it's for pride. Not so much for the belt. Even Canelo didn't really trip off the belt. You got Canelo, who's going to be throwing jabs, a lot of jabs, and set up his power punches, and that's his strengths. His weaknesses is sometimes he can pull back against taller fighters. It depends on what kind of mentality. I think because Canelo's so high-headed about this fight, he's going to try to throw a lot of jabs, does his combo that he does so well, where he throws the uppercut, the over, and the hook. Or he just might start with the hook, because he does a lot of things with his hips first. Everything is hips first. And then he'll come up with the uppercut, throw the right hand, and come back with the jab. I mean, he has several different combinations that he uses, but he loves that front left hook, where he kind of feints the jab and comes over hard with the left hook. So, feint the jab, come over hard with the left hook. Things of that nature. Then you got Chavez, and guys just, Terminator comes forward, marches forward, throws a lot of punches just like his father, but he's not like his father. He tries to crouch forward. He gives disadvantages because of his height. His advantages is his height, but he disadvantages himself when he gets down low like this, and then he wants to throw. Because he's about to throw when he does this. Just watch his fights, and then he starts hooking and throwing uppercuts and coming down with his hooks like that. I feel like his right hook is going to be key. Try to punch when Canelo punches. That's his best bet. Disadvantages for Chavez is his fighting style. He's right in the middle and susceptible for uppercut. So, for his disadvantage not to be a disadvantage and be an advantage, it'd be best if he tried to go at angle. So jab, turn. Jab, and turn. Jab and then turn with the shot so you can get your hips into it, instead of just coming and plotting forward and then you want to punch. Because if you try to do it like that, you're going to have Canelo, he's going to take his time. He has great timing. He'll go back on the back foot, lean, pull counter, use the head movement that he always does, and come up with a lead left uppercut, which is his favorite. And if he does that all night, it's only so long that Chavez can take those type of power punches from the great Canelo Alvarez, who's a future Hall of Famer, beat over 10 world champions so far in his 10-year career. Started at 16, 26 years old. This is a big rival fight, just like the Mayweather fight was. And like I said, pride on the line. Who's going to have the bragging rights of Mexico? You be the judge. I feel that Canelo's going to win. And Canelo's going to win because he has more skills pay the bills. More experience, like Mayweather said, he has more experience at this level. He's doing it for Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico City, Mexico. Like I said, it's about cojones It's about huevos. He has balls of steel, like Bomoni Jones said on ESPN. He said, for this man to have red hair and to last in Mexico, on the streets fighting and winning so many of those fights, he had to be one tough motherfucker to do that. And he is. Canelo is one of my favorite boxers. Great boxer puncher. He's a thinker in the ring. When I saw him beat Miguel Cotto, who is the reason why I started boxing, was because of Miguel Angel Cotto and his skills and his jab and the way that he had a rhythm when he fought. And Canelo has a similar type of style from when Miguel Cotto was first coming up. Aggressive, counter puncher, smart, always using his hips, turning and moving. But Canelo, when he beat Miguel, I was like, okay, this guy is 110% for real. Anybody that gets in the ring with him, you're going to have to bring your A game, because if you don't, you're going to end up getting picked up off the floor. Because Canelo has that one punch knockout power. He doesn't just rely on his power, though. He relies on his skills. He relies on his reflexes. He relies on twisting and turning. He has his own version of the shoulder roll that he does. Turn, throw a shot, turn. I mean, just beautiful style. Beautiful style. And he loves to get inside and throw the right hook, right uppercut combo. So big fan of his combinations. He's very old school with it. And just to sum up this video, Chavez wins. It's not because Canelo did not bring his best. It's because of the pressure. And I mean by the pressure of Chavez staying on him from the first bell. No respect. Chavez cannot complain to the referee because he's done that in the past. He has to be focused. And he has to say, fuck it. I'm going to put it all on the line right now. And I'm going to give my all right now. And I'm going to throw hooks to the body. I'm going to even box in spots. Not for a long time, but box in spots. Let them know that you're thinking. You throw that long jab. You're the taller and longer fighter. You show your advantages. If Chavez Sr. has taught him anything, it should be to throw his jab first. Then you set up everything. Throw some head movement in the mix. And throw your hooks in the inside. Hooks to the head, body, head. If he does that, he will win the fight. He may even get a knockout by breaking Canelo down in the later rounds. Canelo, all he has to do is beat Canelo continuously. Throw your jab out there, right uppercut. When Chavez does his, he's going to do it. When he gets low like that, when he, kind of faints and he gets low. As soon as he gets low, you have the timing, just like you did James Kirkland. Jab, uppercut. Boom. Boom. In turn. Throw that left hook on top of it for good measure. So it goes like this. He gets low. Right. Left. Turn. Right uppercut. Left uppercut. Turn with the left hook. Or even start with your left hook. Uppercut. Right hook combo. So. Bow, bow, bow. One more time. Bow, bow, bow. He does that in succession. There's no way Chavez can handle that type of power. And he will get knocked out, or his corner will throw in a towel. And I'm talking about Chavez Sr.'s people, and they were throwing a towel. I mean, Nacho. Nacho is a great, I got to put Nacho in there before I leave. Nacho Beristain, one of the best of all time in the Romanta boxing gym. Great school and art of Mexican boxing. You talk about Mexican boxing, school of boxing, you got to talk about Nacho. Nacho, great fighter. I mean, great trainer. Has so much that he's taught Juan Manuel Marquez. But they've only had one training camp with Chavez. And Nacho can only teach him so much. At some point when he gets hit, he's going to go back to his old ways. And I just see Chavez doing the best he can do. My final analysis, because I don't do predictions. This is a boxing analysis. I took my time to study both fighters. And I see Canelo throwing too much power, too many combinations, and too much aggression. He's going to be so much anger in there, but it's controlled anger. It's not going to be a wild anger. At least I don't see it. I just see a controlled Canelo walking him down in the best shape of his life at 164 pounds. Probably going to balloon up to about 175. Chavez is going to be about 185, 190, like he always is around there. And it's going whoever lands their power punches the most to the body. Everything sets up by the body. Both of these guys are an epitome of Mexican boxing because they go to the body. They're not afraid They take chances and they go to the body and they twist their hips. So whoever twists their hips the most in the beginning rounds controls the fight. And I'm talking about lands their shots accurately and picks their spots to throw their combinations. Whoever gets who hurt first, they both have a killing instinct. And I promise you, one of them will get each other out of there. I have Canelo winning by 9th round TKO stoppage. If he does land something big, it would be the uppercut. Look for the uppercut. And that'll start it off. And Chavez will get the wobbling. And Canelo will get the plotting and walking him down. Going, just getting him out of there. And I see it, like I said, left uppercut, a right uppercut. And if it is a knockout, big knockout, it'll be by the right hand. I think Canelo will set him up, throw the right hook, and that's all she wrote. So anyway, 9th round knockout, TKO stoppage, or accumulation of blows, and then Chavez goes down and they wave off the fight. So that's my final analysis, 9th round. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. I'm back with more boxing analysis, news, and updates. Let's fucking go. Peace.